when we bought this, before we bought this, it was owned by a chap who made the small parts for freezers in supermarkets. Someone has to make them, and he made a lot of money making them. He and his family lived in the house, and they had sort of a little mini factory, almost assembling place in the mill. We used the same architect that he has used to convert it to a factory into a working offices with computers and lighting and everything we need to do. We'll just get a glimpse of it when we go inside. This particular building was built in 1863 or 1864, and it's round about that date. The reason it was rebuilt then was that the then miller decided he took too much grain up to the top floor and the whole mill collapsed. So they had to rebuild the mill. The water wheel was last working around about 1910 or so. It was taken out in 1920, and when we came back, we thought, wouldn't it be great if we could generate at least some of our own electricity? So we didn't know whether to do a turbine or a water wheel. We decided to put in a water wheel. Now, I know very little about water wheels, but you have overshot wheels, where the water hits the wheel at the top. You have undershot wheels, where the water hits it at the bottom. And this one is the third type, it's the breast shot. It hits it at about that level. We had to get a German company from Karlsruhe in Germany to install it. They were the only people we could find who would do it, who had the technology to do it. No grants from government to businesses who want to do something like that. If you want to stick a water wheel in your home, then you might get a grant from the government, but no grants to the businesses to do that sort of thing. Hugely expensive. Not only did we have to install the wheel for a German company and have their technicians over, we had to have civil engineering to dam the river. Very, very expensive. The original idea was that we would repay the cost in about 20 years. But that would depend on two things. Firstly, the price of electricity, and secondly, the flow of the River Lee. Because the River Lee, the year we moved in, was the lowest ebb for 150 years. Currently, we generate about 40% of our electricity. If we ever generate more than we need, we can sell it back to the national grid. Part of the agreement, we have to be able to sell it back. Whereas we buy units at 20 pence per unit,